From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Forward in. Mike spot forward. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Open man is Uzama. That's good for 28 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. 54. Hey, tighten down. Ready, ready.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Let's go.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
50.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Kill. 47. Switch. Hey, here we go. 46.
54.
26.
Now Prescott. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's complete to John Ross. And all the way up to the 46. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 4-8.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4
Mixon with a first down carry. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Good job.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. 47. 26.
On 2nd and very short, Prescott. This one hauled in by Sample. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Check 4.
Kill. 26.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 4-8.
Mike, 54. Take me up. Here we go.
26.
Prescott from the gun. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
6-6. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Henry. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football, right? We always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Come on, fellas.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Come on, G.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go. Go right in.
Mike spot forward. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here we go. 46.
Deuce, 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 deuce. Right there.
26.
Now on second and 13. Prescott to Mixon on the check down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Let's get it.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Right in. Here we go. Kill.
24. Check 24.
Gun.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Under.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Set, ready. 10 Tucson. Check my 50.
Yeah.
Greystone travel. Ready, go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds Corey Davis. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Ready. Check safety. Squeeze. Get in there. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. In for the score, and the Titans have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down from the 24. They'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Undercross.
Now it's Mixon running right. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to Mixon on first down. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Alert flare, flare.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Go, get out there. On me. 26.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go, going to 54, line in. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Derrick Henry. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll look to throw here. Got a man. It's Brown. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They get it to him running left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run it again with Henry. Finding room at the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Joe Mixon, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Forced out to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
You got 3 down.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Anthony Averett picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Come on, set. Starting the pace. Let's go. Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Set, go.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
70 in. Topper. Rock it.
2nd and 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Let's go.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Wild, 64, weak. Ready, go.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. And his kick here is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go, 46. Hey, 47.
Check 66. Pull it. How? Check. Zoom.
26.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run with Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Check 52.
26.
Play action now. Prescott. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
47.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
26.
Prescott to throw on fourth. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray and the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Mark 50. I'm scared.
Head up. 50's the mark. H3, 218. Head up.
A first down carry for Henry. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got a man open, it's Ross. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott to throw it. Open man is Uzama. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. Prescott now 9 of 17 through the air. Now Prescott. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Prescott going to come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a play fake here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Prescott now. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go.
Ready, ready. 90. Wolf.
Double dog. That's the way. Check. Crunch.
Cut.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now back to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They begin with Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, watch the slam.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive.